A groundbreaking AI-led cyber attack reveals emerging cybersecurity challenges and minimal human oversight.
Last week we had the first AI orchestrated cyber espionage campaign using code directly from Claude. And this is the Anthropic press release about it. And it says here, we recently argued that an inflection point had been reached in cybersecurity, a point at which AI models have become genuinely useful for cybersecurity operations, both for good and for ill. The attackers used AI's agentic capabilities to an unprecedented degree, using AI not just as an advisor, but to execute the cyber attacks themselves. The threat actor, whom we assess with high confidence was a Chinese state sponsored group, manipulated our Claude Code tool into attempting infiltration to roughly 30 global targets and succeeded in a small number of cases. We believe this is the first documented case of a large scale cyber attack executed without substantial human interventions. This campaign has substantial implications for cybersecurity in the age of AI agents, systems that can run autonomously for long periods of time and complete complex tasks largely independent of human intervention. Um, and how they picked the targets and all this sort of thing. But here's kind of the real punchline is this raises an important question. If AI models can be misused for cyber attacks at this scale, why continue to develop and release them? The answer is that the variabilities that allow Claude to be used in these attacks also make it crucial for cyber defense. A fundamental change has occurred in cybersecurity. We advise security teams to experiment with applying AI for defense in areas like security operations center automation, threat detection, vulnerability assessment, and incident response. And that day has now arrived. The fact that this isn't bigger news, I think, is probably the part that concerns me the most. They just kind of set the AI out there and it did stuff. And we're finding out about it 2 months later after the investigation. This is the first one, but I can guarantee you it's not going to be the last one. We have a long we're going to be living with this for a long time, and I wish the story were a bit bigger because this is absolutely an existential threat to anyone who has to deal with cybersecurity, which these days is essentially everyone. When you've lowered the barrier to entry to do this by a great deal, and you can do it without even, really having to put in a lot of effort, what what real cybersecurity do we have?